Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please kindly be seated. The opening ceremony will be starting soon.
早上好，各位来宾、女士们、先生们，请大家就座。开幕典礼即将开始。
Please may I remind you to switch off your mobile phones during the ceremony. Simultaneous interpretation from English into Putonghua and vice versa is available at this ceremony. If you require this, please collect a headphone from the reception counter outside the grand hall.
请大家将手提电话及响闹装置关上。在整个开幕典礼及主题演讲环节，大会除了提供英语和普通话的即时传译服务，如有需要，各位可以到会堂外面柜台借用耳机。
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome our officiating guests.
请各位起立，欢迎主礼嘉宾。
Please remain standing as we play our national anthem.
请肃立，奏国歌。
Please be seated.
请大家就座。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 2025 Hospital Authority Convention. I'm Hugo Lang, a pharmacist from United Christian Hospital. It is my pleasure to be the master of ceremonies for this convention.
早上好，各位来宾、女士们、先生们，欢迎出席2025年医院管理局研讨大会开幕典礼。我是基督教联合医院的陈子医生，非常荣幸能够担任这次研讨大会的司仪。
It is the first time that we have 3 days for the convention, And yesterday, we also had a pre-convention symposium in Shenzhen. For the whole convention, there are over 8,600 delegates, including 60 speakers from overseas and mainland China, and 136 local speakers. What a valuable opportunity for sharing knowledge and experience.
研讨大会举办了20多年，今年首次举行了3天，还有昨天在深圳举行会前研讨会。参加这期研讨大会的来宾超过8600位，包括60位来自中国内地和海外的演讲嘉宾，136位本地演讲嘉宾，大湾区医疗人才交流计划的护士们和医管局同事，大家齐聚一堂，汇聚交流，实在难得。
Without further ado, may I now invite the officiating guests to take their seats on stage.
现在，请医院管理局主席范鸿龄先生和行政总裁高拔陞医生，陪同中华人民共和国国家卫生健康委员会副主任曹雪濤院士，香港特别行政区政务司司长陈国基先生和医务卫生局局长卢宠茂教授上台就座。
May I now call upon Mr. Henry Fan, Chairman of the Hospital Authority, to deliver the welcome address. Mr. Fan, please.
现在，请医院管理局主席范鸿龄先生致欢迎词。
谢谢。尊敬的曹副主任 ，Vice Minister Cao。Chief Secretary Chen, Secretary Lo, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Hospital Authority, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the Hospital Authority Convention 2025. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Professor Cao雪濤, Vice Minister of National Health Commission of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Chen Guoqi, Chief Secretary for Administration of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, and Professor卢寵茂, Secretary for Health of the Hong Kong SAR Government, for taking time out of their busy schedules to support this year's HA Convention. Thank you very much. The year 2025 marks the commencement of an era of reformation at the Hospital Authority. Facing the challenges of aging population, increase of chronic diseases, and rising medical costs, the HA needs to undergo fundamental reforms to maintain its sustainability in providing high-quality services to the community. In this regard, I would briefly outline 3 major initiatives. First, in June last year, the HA Board set up the Review Committee on the Management of the Public Hospital System in response to several high-profile medical incidents at our hospitals. With a view to enhancing patient safety, healthcare management, and organizational effectiveness. The committee submitted its report in September 2024 with a total of 31 recommendations. These recommendations primarily focus on strengthening governance, enhancing accountability, and fostering a culture of safety. HA management has since been vigilantly taking forward these recommendations, and all 31 recommendations are expected to be implemented by next month as originally envisaged. Second, in April this year, the long overdue reform of fees and charges was finally gazetted and will take effect from 1st January 2026. Some fees and charges are raised, while others are waived. And a prominent feature of the reform is to enhance support for patients with financial difficulties and ensure service efficiency. Any additional income generated from the reform will also be fully plowed back to the public health system. Last, but certainly not the least, the HA Board has in December 2024 set up a high-level governance and structure reform committee. Aside from two ex-officio members, being myself as HA chairman and the chief executive of HA, the reform committee has two high-ranking officials from the Health Bureau and 5 distinguished lay community members. The reform committee is tasked to provide strategic direction to drive healthcare sustainability and enhance service efficiency. Among the many topics that the reform committee will be looking into are 3 particularly important areas, namely, 1, remuneration structure, 2, financial management, and 3, clinical management. By reforming the current remuneration structure, our goal is to introduce the concept of more contribution, more gain. In Chinese, 憂勞多得, 憂勞多得, making remuneration more commensurate with performance and contribution to provide more motivation and incentive for deserving colleagues. The aim of reviewing the financial management system is to scrutinize more efficient use of financial resources, including achieving cost savings to the largest possible extent without affecting quality of service. As for better clinical management, the objective is to optimize clinical outcomes through process reengineering and use of modern technology without compromising patient safety. As changes in these areas will have far-reaching implications, the Reform Committee has resolved that extensive engagement with relevant stakeholders would be essential, in particular with management and frontline colleagues. We shall be doing so as soon as practicable. We are grateful for the staunch support of the Health Bureau of the Hong Kong SAR government for these impactful reforms. In particular, I wish to pay tribute to our Secretary for Health, Professor Luong Mau, for his strong leadership in taking forward these important initiatives, which are crucial to the future well-being of our public health system. Thank you very much, Professor Luong. I also want to take this opportunity to express my deep appreciation to our HA colleagues. Thank you for doing your best and often going the extra mile for the patients, even under challenging circumstances. Your professionalism and dedication in serving the community and safeguarding the health of the people of Hong Kong are fully recognized by all sectors of the community. We are honored to announce the Hong Kong first chest pain center in Queen Mary Hospital has been successfully completed in accordance with national accreditation standards. In a few moments, the accreditation ceremony of Hong Kong's first chest pain center at Queen Mary Hospital will be conducted in the presence of our distinguished guests. This is the last HA convention that Dr. Tony Ko will attend as Chief Executive before he retires from HA by the end of this July. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Ko for his exemplary dedication and contribution over the years and wish him the very best in his future endeavors. As the MC has said, this year we have a total participation of over 8,000, with delegations from overseas, as well as a record high of 28 delegations from the mainland and Macau joining. In particular, I would sincerely thank the National Health Commission of the People's Republic of China for the facilitation and unwavering support to HA. Your presence symbolizes a dedication to bringing meaningful impact on the well-being of the wider community, and we are confident that our collective endeavors will yield significant outcomes. I wish you all a fruitful exchange in the convention and wish our visiting friends an enjoyable stay in Hong Kong. Thank you very much.
谢谢范主席。现在有请国家卫生健康委员会副主任曹雪涛院士给大会致贺词。
Thank you, Mr. Fan. May I now call upon Professor Cao Xuetao, Vice Minister of the National Health Commission, to deliver his congratulatory message.
尊敬的香港特别行政区政务司司长陈国基先生，医务卫生局局长卢宠茂教授，医院管理局董事局主席范鸿龄先生，行政总裁高拔陞医生，各位来宾、女士们、先生们，大家上午好。香港医院管理局研讨大会是香港医疗卫生界1年1度的盛事，也是香港与内地同行共同期待的盛会。很荣幸今年再次受邀参加本次大会，在此，我谨代表国家卫生健康委向大会的召开表示热烈的祝贺，向出席会议的国内外嘉宾、专家学者及所有香港医务工作者致以诚挚的问候。从1993年起，香港医院管理局每年举办研讨大会， 探讨国际医疗服务发展新方向，吸引了数千名国内外专家学者与会，共同见证医疗领域的快速发展与改革，为大家提供了学习、交流与合作的平台。借此机会，也向大家简要分享内地卫生健康事业发展的情况及未来工作的初步思考。2024年是实现“十四五”规划目标任务关键的一年。习近平总书记就深化医改、传染病防控、中医药传承创新、人口发展、儿童青少年健康、国际交流合作等做出了一系列的指示批示，在国内外重要场合、重要会议上多次强调健康的重要作用，提出明确的工作要求，为我们做好各项工作提供了根本遵循，指明了前进方向。我们实施健康优先发展战略，全面推进健康中国建设，持续深化医药卫生体制改革，居民健康水平和健康公平性持续改善。2024年，内地居民的人均期望寿命已达79岁，与2019年相比提高了1.7岁。孕产妇死亡率下降至10万分之14.3，婴儿死亡率下降至1000分之4.0。居民主要健康指标优于中高收入国家的平均水平。政府对卫生健康的投入持续上升。2024年财政卫生支出已达2.03万亿元，个人卫生支出占比下降至27%左右。2025年是“十四五”规划收官之年，我们将重点抓好几方面工作：一是加快推进实施健康优先发展战略，推动完善健康优先发展的规划、投入、治理政策法规体系；二是深化以公益性为导向的公立医院改革，以地市为单位推进深化医改任务，力求在编制、服务价格、薪酬、监管、财政投入等方面取得突破。三是实施医疗卫生强基工程，围绕强基层、固基础、保基本，为群众提供就近就便、系统连续、优质高效的医疗卫生服务。四是制定促进生育政策，推动发放育儿补贴，大力发展托幼一体服务，增强普惠托育服务供给。五是促进中医药传承创新，推动中医药事业和产业高质量发展，实施新时代神农尝百草行动。六是实施全系统为民服务8件实事，开展儿科和精神卫生服务年行动，把预防和健康知识宣讲放在更加突出的位置，深入开展体重管理年等活动。七是深入参与全球卫生治理，深化同世界卫生组织务实合作，配合做好中国担任上海合作组织轮值主席国的工作，加大力度推进落实中非合作论坛卫生健康伙伴行动计划等。女士们、先生们，习近平主席指出，香港要发挥独特优势，强化内外联通，深度对接国家发展战略，加快融入国家发展大局。香港拥有世界一流的医疗设施、顶尖的医学人才和先进的科研成果，在医学教育、临床诊疗、药物研发等方面取得了令人瞩目的成就。同时，香港背靠祖国大陆，与内地的医疗卫生合作源远流长，成果丰硕。展望未来， 我们对香港医疗卫生事业的发展充满信心，也寄予厚望。在此，我提出2点期望：一是积极参与全球卫生健康治理。当前，100年未有之大变局加速演进，个别国家热衷于单边主义，给全球卫生合作和治理带来重大的挑战。中国政府坚定支持多边主义，不断加大对全球卫生的投入。国家卫生健康委愿意继续支持香港医卫界机构和个人参与国家援外医疗任务，参与健康丝绸之路建设，以及与世界卫生组织、上海合作组织、金砖国家和东盟国家的卫生合作等多边和区域机制，分享中国的经验和智慧，推动构建人类卫生健康共同体。二是深化两地专业领域的务实合作。李家超行政长官在施政报告当中明确，2025年香港将重点开展加快生物医药技术研发和展化，加大大湾区医疗协作，推动基层医疗发展，汇聚医疗专业人才等工作。国家卫生健康委将继续积极支持特区政府的施政，深度参与健康中国、健康湾区的建设，进一步探索科创要素跨境便利流动，邀请港澳参与申请国家科技重大专项、高水平人才计划等，助力国家提升卫生健康领域新质生产力。女士们、先生们，本届研讨大会以人为本、专业为本、敬业乐业、群策群力为主题，汇聚了来自全球各地的医疗精英和专家学者。相信大家将在这个平台上深入探讨医疗领域的热点问题，分享最新的研究成果和实践经验，为全球医疗健康事业的发展贡献智慧和力量。最后，祝本次大会取得圆满成功，祝愿各位嘉宾身体健康，工作顺利。谢谢大家。
谢谢曹副主任。现在有请香港特别行政区政府政务司司长陈国基先生致辞。
Thank you, Vice Minister. May I now call upon Mr. K.K. Chen, the Chief Secretary for Administration of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to deliver his special address.
尊敬的曹雪涛副主任 Henry, Tony, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm delighted to welcome you to the Hospital Authority Convention 2025. Over the next 3 days, more than 190 prominent speakers from around the world will share their knowledge and experience in some 60 sections, offering intelligence, insight, and inspiration for the more than 8,600 healthcare leaders and practitioners here from Hong Kong, the mainland, throughout Asia, and around the world. For the next few minutes, allow me to tell you about some of the latest development in Hong Kong's healthcare system and our commitment to rising as a health and medical innovation hub. We are advancing collaboration through key projects like the Greater Bay Area International Clinical Trial Institute and the Hetao Shenzhen Hong Kong Science and Technology Innovation Cooperation Zone, and the new Hong Kong Center for Medical Products Regulations. These initiatives aim to elevate our healthcare standards and foster partnerships. Operating one of the world's largest healthcare systems, the hospital authority maintains high standards through a professional and dedicated workforce, a robust management system, and an emphasis on continuous reform and enhancement, including the comprehensive application of information technology. In striving for excellence, the hospital authority has made a number of recent breakthroughs. They include deepening collaboration with the mainland, from initiating healthcare talent exchanges between hospitals to facilitating cross-boundary use of electronic health records via the territory-wide e-health platform. As part of the government's e-health plus initiatives to build a comprehensive healthcare information infrastructure in support of the healthcare reform and the digital transformation of our healthcare sector. Another area of progress is hospital accreditation. As put forward under the Chief Executive's policy addresses, 2 hospital authority public hospitals were accredited under the China's International Hospital Accreditation Standards in December 2024 and March 2025, respectively, and 3 more hospitals here will begin the accreditation process this year. The hospital authority, I'm pleased to say, is contributing to the internationalization of China's national hospital accreditation standards, improving overall healthcare quality and benchmarks in the Greater Bay Area. Turning to technology and smart healthcare, the hospital authority has been integrating a wide range of advanced IT, digital technology, and AI tools into their healthcare services and facilitates to enhance services quality and operational efficiency. Examples include providing AI support to facilitate data-driven care and developing smart wards, smart clinics, and smart pharmacies in hospitals. To date, the hospital authority has implemented more than 45 key smart hospital offerings in its hospitals, and other applications are being developed to enhance hospital operation and management. The hospital authority has also implemented various AI applications across different aspects of their services, including assisting in clinical diagnosis, enhancing medication safety, predicting the deterioration risks of patients' conditions, and optimizing bed management and non-emergency ambulance services. To drive research, the upcoming Real-World Study and Application Center will open up local health and medical databases to support clinical diagnosis and treatment, as well as drug development and public health research, while promoting cooperation between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. The hospital authority is also supporting research by innovation and technology institutions in Hong Kong Science Park, enabling remote access to data from about 200,000 anonymous patients. This can only accelerate medical innovation, furthering Hong Kong's goal of becoming a healthcare research center. Bringing together different areas of expertise from Hong Kong's healthcare sector, the Institute for Medical Advancement and Clinical Excellence was formally established earlier this month. The Institute's work will include development and promulgation of clinical guidelines in screening, diagnosis, treatment, and management of various diseases, as well as evaluation of the efficacy and cost-effectiveness of medical options. The hospital authority will be very much involved in the Institute's efforts, working with other major healthcare institutions together to enhance the overall quality and effectiveness of medical services in Hong Kong. I'm grateful to the hospital authority for once again organizing this essential international gathering of healthcare professionals. Grateful, too, for its unwavering efforts in ensuring that Hong Kong's healthcare services and its public hospital system remain high quality, sustainable, and accessible to the public, staying true to its mission of helping people stay healthy. I wish you all an inspiring and rewarding Hospital Authority Convention, and for our guests and participants coming from around the world, I'm sure you will have a memorable stay here in Hong Kong, Asia's World City. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Secretary Chen. The officiating party will now proceed to the floor. Thank you.
谢谢陈司长。现在请各位主礼嘉宾到台下就座，谢谢各位。国家卫生健康委员会曹雪涛副主任和政务司司长陈国基先生，因为有其他公务会先行离开。谢谢副主任和司长的宝贵时间。
As the Vice Minister of the National Health Commission and the Chief Secretary for Administration have a prior official engagement, they will be leaving now. Thank you, Vice Minister and Chief Secretary. We shall now continue with the rest of the opening ceremony. May I now call upon Dr. Tony Ko, Chief Executive of the Hospital Authority, to deliver his keynote address. Dr. Ko, please.
各位来宾，开幕典礼继续进行。现在，请医院管理局行政总裁高拔陞医生致辞。
Vice Minister Chow, Chief Secretary Chen, Secretary Low, Mr. Fan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my great pleasure this morning to welcome you all to the 2025 Hospital Authority Convention. Thanks to the invaluable support from our HA board members, colleagues, healthcare professionals, and esteemed speakers from different parts of the world, last year's convention proved to be a very successful convention. And for those of you who were here last year, I'm sure you are like me, enjoyed the convention very much. It is a very good platform to strengthen our collaboration and also an opportunity to exchange our ideas and knowledge. This year, we are delighted to host this event again, but on an even larger scale. Just then you have heard that this is the first time we hold a conference for 3 days instead of the usual 2 days. And very importantly, yesterday we have a very successful pre-convention symposium in Xinjiang yesterday. We are honored to welcome, again, a record high of 190 distinguished speakers, both from locally, mainland, as well as from our overseas counterparts. And our overall participants is over 8,000 this year. I'm sure this will provide a very good opportunities and platform for all of us healthcare professionals and various stakeholders alike to share your invaluable insights and expertise with each other. This is tapped on our usual experts in technology, advancements, and enable us to connect to each other and share with us your good stories. And we want to share with us the good stories of Hong Kong and of our country. The theme of my talk today is Advancing Sustainable Excellence. I hope you agree with me that the Hospital Authority has been able to achieve quite a number of excellence in the last 35 years, and we have to make them sustainable and continue to advance. This year is again a significant milestone because it marks the 35th anniversary of the HA. We have been recognized as one of the most efficient, effective, and high-quality, cutting-edge healthcare systems with advanced technology, robust clinical management, committed staff, and also with emphasis on safety at all levels. And this is a good time, particularly when we celebrate our 35th anniversary, to reflect on our achievement. I think we should have congratulated ourselves. But at the same time, we must not be complacent. We must continue to grow, we must continue to learn, we must continue to pave our way forward and advance our excellence and make it sustainable. Just then, if you look at the photos, for those of you who have very sharp eyes and very closely, you'll notice that one of the photos is the first HA board 35 years ago. I'm very glad to share with you. I noticed that some of you are in the audience today. So the big secret I'm sharing with you is stay with the HA, and you'll notice that you look exactly the same 35 years ago and today, if not younger. And I noticed many of our seniors in the first board are still very much active. I can share with you that if I say rejuvenation is a bit exaggerated, but it keeps you very healthy, and so staying in support of the HA is good for your health. But what is more important, I would like to say, is we are very grateful to the support from every one of you throughout the 35 years. And this is a very meaningful thing because we are helping people stay healthy and helps people to have good health. 35 years ago, when we start the services in HA, we are from different government departments, different NGOs, but by creating a synergy together, we have achieved a lot. Since its inception, or actually even before that, healthcare systems in Hong Kong and around the world have been facing various challenges. We always have to continuously adapt to face all the different challenges, and at the same time, we have to advance. We have to innovate. And I'm very glad to share with you, in the last 35 years, we have got a very good foundation. But I keep on saying that we must not be complacent because challenges keep coming on. So we have to continue to transform, continue to reform, continue to make ourselves better every day. Some of the more remarkable challenges, like the SARS outbreak in 2003, and most recently the COVID-19 pandemic, this crisis tests the resilience of our systems and put us very often on the spotlight. People will see how we have been doing. I'm very glad to share with you that I believe through all these challenges, through the experience, we have been able to emerge, not only getting stronger, more prepared, and getting more agile to help us to respond to various healthcare and public health challenges. And very importantly, it laid down important groundwork so that we have a foundation to do better every time. Hong Kong has been very proud because we have very outstanding health outcomes. And I must say, we are very proud of our efficiency and effectiveness as well. If you look at some of the figures I quote with you, we have one of the longest, if not the longest, life expectancy. For the ladies, it's over 88 years old, and for men, it's 83 years old. We have exceptionally low maternal and infant mortality rates, among many others. And also, very importantly, we have been able to achieve this with a low healthcare expenditure. Our expenditure is 8.6% of the GDP, which is much lower than many similar developed healthcare systems. And in particular, half of those are contributed by the private sectors and half, roughly, about by the public sectors. But the public sectors have been able to cater for over 90% of our inpatients who are most resource demanding. And despite all these challenges, we have been able to keep on improving. We continue to accelerate our reform. Despite we having a rapid aging population, a growing population, persistent threat of various kinds of epidemic, pandemic, emerging infectious disease, etc., we are able to face the challenge. But at the same time, we do not forget there are other things we have to take care of, like hospital systems are one of the most energy-consuming systems. So we are very conscious about the environmental challenges. We have total commitment and support the governments to achieve net zero carbon emission. Addressing all these issues, we need to continue to reform. We must remain proactive, continuously rethink, reimagining healthcare. What is possible? What can be done? We have to stay relevant. We have to build our resilience. So in the coming time, I'm going to share with you some of the things that we need to do. We have to advance excellence through technology, innovation. It's very clear doing more of the same is not good enough. The same model is not going to serve us in future. But to do this, we know that Healthcare systems are always depends on workforce, depends on people. So strengthen our workforce and the way how people did, not only the numbers, but the culture, the spirit are all very important. And just as Vice Minister Chow and also Secretary Chen has mentioned, we have to continue to anchor on our global partnership, collaboration with our overseas friends, partners, as well as our mainland counterparts. One of the ways to do so is, of course, the advancement of technology. And to do those today, in this new era, I think all of you will agree with me that digital transformation is a must. Without digital transformation, without advancing your IT system and all the other things, it's almost impossible to improve. I recall some of our colleagues, they told me that whenever they think of some new service, new innovation, new things, they always put on the mark of IT. Without your digital transformation system, today it's very difficult to advance. And I'm very glad to share with you, since 6 years ago in 2019, HH has launched our Smart Hospital initiative in a very formal and proactive manner. We developed a collaborative, co-delivery service model so that we not only have a central IT development team, but at the same time, you can say we decentralize the implementation to the various hospitals so that people work together to bring in more new ideas and bring in more initiative. We all are familiar with the jokes that innovation never happens in the head office. That is not exactly true, but have some truth in that. So that's why we not only develop a system centrally in the head office with our R&D team, but at the same time we've co-developed all this initiative because we believe and we know a lot of new ideas, good ideas, come from our various hospitals. Through this agile process, we now have over 45 smart products from various pilot projects and various system-wide adoption. We are very glad that because of this co-development model, the adoption has been much faster than before and much more effective. You can see from these slides, we now have Innovation Lab, AI Lab, HA Cloud, among many other things, all the hospital system. And one of the uniqueness for our overseas and also mainland guests, they may not be aware, is we did all these things in-house. We developed by the same team in the last 30 years or so. And very importantly, all these initiatives developed, they are led by our clinicians, so that all these things are very relevant and very useful. And they found it really helped them in their day-to-day work. This under one roof concept, I think, has been the core of our success. Seamless integration of our self-developed system is key. For the local audience, you're all familiar with our CMS, our clinical management systems. For our mainland and overseas guests, this is almost, you can call it the heart or the spine, whatever you call it, is the very central part of our whole hospital systems. Because every single one of our clinicians, be it in the A&E, in the hospital, in the clinic, we all use the same systems. Why this is important? Because this is the way we can have big data. Now we have more than 10 million patient records over the past 30-something years, including literally everything. We have very robust interoperability of the ongoing innovation system, which is again very important. We are able to have very high standards, and we all are able to achieve the same standards. And with all this, we are now able to have products and systems that assist decision-making. This is a safe system, and this is a reliable system. And we are very proud, again, that all our 43 hospitals and institutions under the HA has been awarded a Stage 7 validation by the RAM, the Electronic Medical Record Adoption Model of HIMSS, which is Healthcare Information and Management System Society. For those of you who are familiar with international e-health or electronic systems, this is actually the highest level of achievement that you can achieve with electronic records and electronic medical systems. And we are one of the few who are able to achieve that. Having one hospital achieved Stage 7 is already a big achievement. Having 43 is something really remarkable. But I must emphasize, we are not having 43 individual hospital achievement systems. We are having 43 hospitals. They are all interconnected with the same systems. So I think this achievement is even more remarkable. And by fully implementing digital health records, leveraging on data analytics, and integrating advanced decision supporting tools, it enables our clinicians to provide seamless care, to do exceptional research with all this data, and our big data analytics has been able to help not only our academics, industry, and whoever will find this useful. Without big data, without integration, you can't do much AI yourself. And AI has been instrumental in elevating healthcare standards. We have key applications in driving, including predictive analytics, identify at-risk procedures, at-risk interventions, optimizing operation resource management, implement all sorts of automation in clinical administrative workflow, AI-driven language model, searching and synthesizing medical complex data. I think I should stop here, otherwise I have to talk through lunch. But what's important is there are always platforms that help us in our operation as well as in our clinical process. And I'm very glad that every time when I do a presentation like this, I have to ask colleagues to update me, because there's always something new. We know that now in this digital era, things have been changing so rapidly, and we have to always adapt to all these changes so that we can support our clinical systems. Apart from the clinical management systems, just then you have heard our Chief Secretary and General mention about HAGO. For those of you from locally who are familiar with these applications on your handheld device, which again is a full-chain journey, it helps us to have all the systems interconnected, and is, I would say, a transformation platform. Because recently, when we do our patient experience survey, I'm very glad again to share with you, we have got a significant improvement in our scoring, which tells us that with all this patient-centered initiative, all these applications, all these things, patients really found it helpful. They found being empowered, and they found they are being taken care of, and taking care of their whole health by themselves. This is, again, a big step forward. And going back to development of healthcare technology, as of this year, we already have 50 major smart products in over 470 hospital sites. So now if you go to our clinics, go to our wards, you can see smart this everywhere. On every single bed, you have got a smart bed panel, and in the ward, you have got the smart hospitals, the smart ward systems, all the AI, all the analytics. So we are literally, now very quickly, we will go to the 5th generation of our clinical management system, which you can see from the data timeline at the very top. We start off from the early 1990s, so it is 30 years ago. And I must say that not only the technology itself is important, not only the AI team is important, or your IT team is important, but your staff is important. This embracing of digital technology, embracing of IT system, embracing of innovation has to be in the DNA of the staff. And I must say, in HA, doing all these things has been part of our DNA, because you can see that if you are like me, joined HA in the 1990s, already 35 years they have been doing this. So that's why whenever we do something like this, it's much easier. And now we're not only going to have a CMS Generation 5, we will very soon enter what we call an era of Smart Hospital 2.0. Just then I told you in 2019, we started the whole Smart Hospital initiative. Now we are entering Smart Hospital 2.0. And we believe that new system will support not only precision medicine, clinical excellence, multidisciplinary teamwork, strengthen our interconnected clinical administrative systems, among many other things. Just then a tip on talking about technology innovation. We are not that cold. We care for our people. We are a patient-centered and personalized organization. And we believe everybody should take control or take responsibility for their own health. So we empower them. We give them the way to do it. We give them the tools to do it. So personalized and patient-centered care is very important. And of course, we are very keen and very supportive with the government's initiation of promoting primary care. In our general operation clinic, we are beginning to deliver structural assessment, target intervention, and focused support for chronic disease management. I think now chronic disease is so ubiquitous that when you reach a certain age, almost everybody has, one way or the other, some kind of chronic disease. And it's very important that we start with the primary care. Not everybody should go to the hospital. And people need to take care of themselves. They need to be empowered. So you have the education talks, you have to have the tools, you have to have, I must show all those little apps and all those things in your cell phones. And if you go to HA Go, you will know that there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of programs we are able to help you. So we are, on the whole, putting a lot of effort to support an evolving, changing service model. But it has to be patient-centered and patient-empowered. In promoting ambulatory care, we are making a lot of effort to transition from a traditional model to an ambulatory care model. We are putting more resources in our ambulatory care service centers, in our hospital projects, in our new hospitals. We invest in the ambulatory care centers. We develop new sets of KPIs for day surgeries. And of course, we don't wait for new hospitals. Like, we are very grateful to the support from the central government. We have the central government-aided emergency hospital, which has transformed and evolved into very important ambulatory care centers. Many patients now go there for CT, MRI, and also kind of treatments, blood tests, whatever, which are, again, a very important initiative. And today, when we talk about ambulatory care or community care, it's more than just going to hospital for day treatment. We do a lot of telemedicine and telecare these days. And we take the opportunity during the period of COVID. Before COVID, everybody has a lot worried about telemedicine, though we have done that for actually more than 10 years before COVID. But now it's all over our healthcare system, it's mushrooming, and it's everywhere. But as I said, we know that we have more responsibility than just developing healthcare. And when we move forward, when we push forward, putting innovation, we do not forget about our environment. We don't want to achieve something and then sacrifice another. So the HA has prioritized green hospital development in all our hospital projects, not only the new one, but also existing ones. We do a lot in integrating sustainable design, energy-saving features, green coverage throughout our hospital planning and constructions. And again, we have achieved a lot in these areas. Some of our projects has already gained the BREEAM Plus Gold and Platinum Award in facilities like our new hospital project at the Tin Shui Wai Hospital, the Hong Kong Children's Hospital and Heaven of Hope Hospitals, earning such recognition. We adopt various advanced technology, including high-efficiency chillers, smart building management, solar panels, other energy saving system, and we have already achieved an annual energy saving of about 10%. But again, we are not satisfied with that. We do not want to stay at that level. We are putting every effort to make sure that we have been able to achieve a very ambitious target of decreasing our energy usage by 30 to 40% by 2050, fostering greater efficiency and of our environmental stewardship across all our hospitals. Just then I talk a lot about new service model, patient-centered care, technology, innovation. But for all of you here, you will understand, and I hope you agree with me, that people are still most important in healthcare. AI cannot replace your doctors, nurses, LF colleagues, or your care assistants. And to have a strong workforce, a great workforce, and a happy workforce is essential to get good services. While we embrace technology, we put a lot of effort to ensure every of our team members that they're able to gain new skills and to be able to develop their fullest potential. So we focus on providing opportunities for our staff, not only for professional growth, but also personal growth. And we hope that by doing all these things, our staff found that they are gaining value every day. In one of the staff room, once asked me, he is a very senior colleague, he said, why should I stay in HA? I said, it's very simple. Because every single day you're here, you get added value. Of course, added value can be something in the wallet, but very importantly, you learn new things. You have professional growth. You have personalized growth. Personal growth can mean a lot of things. And your sense of achievement or sense of helping people, all these are value that we hope to give to our colleagues. And with the establishment of the Hospital Authority Academy, we are giving our colleagues more and more value. If you look at some of the figures I quoted here, you will notice that we really put a lot of effort on that. We have increased by almost 30% of the various training programs, over 850,000 attendance in 1 year, and in many training days. And we also put together, all our nursing school together, all the various institutes for our nurses, allied health colleagues, supporting staff, and our clinical staff. And again, as I said, not only clinical subjects, but also other general subjects, and also helping our colleagues to achieve personalized goals. We also adopt what we call a fruition model, so that when you join HA, you may not be a professional staff, you can be a care assistant, but we provide opportunities for you to advance if you want to. We may not be able to guarantee you success, but we are able to guarantee we give you the chance to success. We give you the chance to learn, the chance to grow. This is what we call the fruition model. You may enter at a different stage, but if you want to, we can help you to achieve more. Not only being healthcare professionals even, some of our care assistants are now becoming technical people, electricians, engineers, accountants. So HA, I would say, is a place that will give you value, a place you grow, you learn, and hopefully you enjoy. And to broaden the career development of our colleagues, we are adopting a very agile and flexible approach. Now we have all sorts of employment arrangement. People now can enjoy a dual-track appointment. So you are both employed by HA and by universities at the same time. So you can fully engage in the clinical service and at the same time fully engage in academic research or other innovation projects that you are interested. We are also increasing support to the vital contributions of our nurses, allied health colleagues, non-clinical staffs, and other colleagues. We give them expanding roles that and also give them more and more support and training. And I must say, not only for those full-time staff, we always have the wrong impression we support our staff means full-time staff, but even our part-time colleagues, our retired colleagues, because we believe in lifelong learning. We believe for everyone who are working with us, they have the opportunity of personal growth, professional growth. There's always something new to learn, always new skills, always new advancement. So HA is an organization of growth and development of personal aspirations. As I said, not only professionally, not only clinically, but your whole well-being. So last year, we set up the staff volunteer team. And I'm honestly with you, I'm a little bit surprised, not very surprised, that the response has been extremely overwhelming. Our colleagues are so happy to be able to join in various volunteer activities, very enthusiastic support, and I think they found a lot of satisfaction by serving the community and demonstrate a great sense of our civic responsibilities. And when we care about the staff, we care about the time. Staff times are also very precious. So we use a lot of technology. Just then I tell you about the HA Go. Another one I want to share with you for HA staff, they all know because 100% of our full-time staff have now used our HR app. So our human resource function, all these things can be done with the app alone. So it saves a lot of administration time. You don't have to go back to your office to get your forms. You don't even have to go back to your desktop or laptop. You can do everything with your cell phone now. And also, it's not only HR process. You can see in this slide, we put in over 1,000 mobile learning courses. So people can do it in the MTR, in the buses, anywhere, anywhere. And we put it up HA Chat, which is a system where we can communicate with each other very quickly. We have HA Chatbot. We use robotics. We use AIs to communicate with our staff as well. And recently, we not only look into our own staff, but we connected globally. Just then, we mentioned about having global connection. We now have already over 300 non-locally trained doctors. We recently offer appointment to over 100 non-locally trained nurses, and we send our colleagues to different parts of the world for exchange and learning. We welcome people to come to us, and not only for the traditional, what we call Western medicine, we also, this year, has a very big breakthrough with over 100 Chinese medicine practitioner training as well. And we have to connect to the world. We have to stay at the top we have to give top-tier, top-notch service to our patients. So we have to learn. So that's why in the last year, in single year, we have sent over 2,600 colleagues to attend all sorts of exchanges, all sorts of learning, and all sorts of courses in overseas and different parts of the world again. In addition, our concerted effort, I must share with you, have shown not only subjectively good results, but also tangible good results. Our attrition rate for doctors has now dropped to around 5%, which I think is reasonably healthy. And what's more encouraging is, in the past few years, after the COVID, our nurses' attrition rate is over 9.7%. It has now dropped to around 7%. So our commitment to nurture our staff, supporting well-being, foster an open, inclusive, digital-forward culture has given us fruits. It ensures FHA staff is felt to be being valued and paving the way for our further development of excellence of our service. We know that it's important that we can't do this all by ourselves or by ourselves alone. We need the support of all of you, so we treasure a lot our global partnership and collaboration with our stakeholders. So in line with the government's vision, we are determined to shape Hong Kong into an international hub for health and medical innovation. We collaborate with Greater Bay Area cities, various mainland regions, with full leverage of the one country, two system framework advantage and our world-class talents in Hong Kong and also the mainland. And we share our experience and our knowledge and our expertise with our friends worldwide. We must highlight that this year we are going to celebrate, just as our chairman mentioned, the first chest pain center is now established in Hong Kong. But it's not only important to have chest pain center and stroke center. The ultimate question we ask is, how does this benefit the patients? Benefit to the patient is the most important test. And I'm very glad I'm going to share with you, by adopting the chest pain standards of our mainland and national standards, we are able to achieve a significant drop in the door-to-wire time for STEMI patients from over 100 minutes now to 63 minutes. And at the same time, for stroke patients, by adopting the national standards, we are able to decrease the door-to-needle time for stroke patients from 45 minutes to a remarkable 31 minutes. So the important thing is the patient did benefit. And in line with the Chief Executive Policy addressed, we have successfully achieved again the national standard of hospital accreditation in two of our major hospitals, namely Pamela U Nellis Hospital as well as Prince of Wales Hospital. And as I said, achieving accreditation is one thing. The ultimate benefit to patients is again very important. And I have been able to see many good recommendations and many good things comes out through this accreditation process. Technology, again, is very important. The launch of the Greater Bay Area International Clinical Trial Center last year is again a very important milestone. And in these centers, one of the pillars is the state-of-the-art biobank, which the hospital authority is working closely with the Chinese University of Hong Kong. This biobank is capable of storing over 400,000 biological specimens to support clinical research. And very importantly, why this clinical trial institute is unique in that it not only have the biobank, not only have the trial center, just then Secretary mentioned about it also have got a real-world data centers, because in Hong Kong, in the hospital authority system, we have over 30 years of clinical records of our patients, over 10 million patients with all interconnected systems. So this is the best place to do research, to do innovation, and do translational products and innovation research. And we go further. This year, the hospital authority has done a lot to prepare our special duty cadre. We are able to respond to international emergency. All of you are aware of the unfortunate catastrophic earthquake in Myanmar in March. HA has been able to mobilize our team actually within a few hours to go there to support and deliver life-saving care to the patients. The swift and effective response showcased our preparedness and our dedication to global health responsibilities. So on the way forward, we know that we are living in an era of profound transformation. Things are going to change. Under the guidance of the HA Board and its Task Force of Sustainability, The HA is steadfast in our continuous commitment to sustainable patient-centric healthcare. While we take pride in our achievement in the past, we know that doing more of the same is not good enough. We must not let the pursuit of perfection become the enemy of progress. We must never be complacent. We must always strive to improve, constantly make ourselves relevant. We are dedicated to our continuous advancement, embracing technology, embracing innovations, optimize our resource use, elevate service quality, and ensure we remain responsive to the evolving needs of our communities. We would like to offer our sincere thanks to Chairman Mr. Henry Fan, member of the HA Board, and all stakeholders, as well as the National Health Commission, the Liaison Office, our Health Bureau, mainland counterparts, and our global partners for their ongoing trust and support to us. By forging this strong partnership, we are continuously building a resilient healthcare system, not only for today, but prepare for the future. We know the future, there are uncertainties, but we will get ourselves prepared. The spirit of reform is an ongoing journey. There will be continual progress and openness to change that are essential to deliver high quality and equitable service to all. Finally, I would like to express my heartfelt and profound appreciation to all HA colleagues for their unwavering dedication, resilience, and openness to change. Having joined the HA for more than 3 decades and served as Chief Executive for the past 6 years, I have been privileged to overcome many challenges alongside an extraordinarily exceptional team. I'm truly proud, and this unforgettable journey has been one of my greatest honors of my career. With the support of our community and partners, we look forward to shaping a brighter and even more sustainable future in the public health system. And with you all, we will achieve sustainable excellence together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ko.
谢谢高医生。一直以来，医院管理局积极配合香港与内地合作的国家策略，按照优势互补、互利共赢原则加强合作，共同提升两地医疗水平。其中，玛丽医院本月正式通过国家胸痛中心的评审认证，成立香港首间国家认证的胸痛中心。接下来，我们将会进行授牌仪式，标志着这个医疗合作的新里程。
The Hospital Authority has been making efforts all along to actively align with the national strategy to deepen collaboration between Hong Kong and the mainland. Under the principle of complementarity and mutual benefits, collaboration among the Hospital Authority and various counterparts on the mainland has been reinforced with a view to leveling up the healthcare quality together. This month, Queen Mary Hospital has officially attained the accreditation from National Chest Pain Center to establish the first nationally accredited chest pain center in Hong Kong. Next, we will hold a plaque presentation to commemorate this significant milestone in medical collaboration.
在仪式开始前，让我们一同欣赏一段视频，了解玛丽医院胸痛中心的工作。
Before we proceed with the plaque presentation, let's take a moment to watch a video that highlights the accomplishment of Queen Mary Hospital Chest Pain Center.
全港第一家胸痛中心正式在玛丽医院成立，通过国家级评审，借鉴国家经验，提供快速诊断、专业治疗，落实患者未到、信息先行救治模式，进行院前心电图，通报急诊室提早评估，建设绿色通道，简化流程，开发快速登记系统。 配合无纸化心电图，手机平台一键接通。 引进新技术，及早识别高危个案。顶尖心脏科团队全天候命，把握救治黄金时间，打通心血管，开通生命线，提供全面术后护理，用心跟进患者复康的每一步。作为香港第一家胸痛中心，玛丽医院会不断积累经验，推动胸痛治疗迈向新台阶。未来，中心将移至新临床大楼，继续守护市民心脏健康，为心血管疾病患者提供最有力的保障。
再次感谢国家胸痛中心专家们对玛丽医院的支持。接下来有请双方代表到台上进行授牌仪式。现在请中国科学院院士葛君波院士、国家胸痛中心专家委员会主任委员霍勇教授、玛丽医院行政总监李德利医生，以及玛丽医院医院管制委员会主席蔡永忠先生。
Once again, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to National Chest Pain Center experts for their invaluable support to Queen Mary Hospital. Now, may I invite representatives from both sides to come onto the stage for the plaque presentation.
在这么重要的时刻，让我们也有请医务卫生局局长卢宠茂教授、医管局主席范鸿龄先生以及医管局行政总裁高拔陞医生到台上一同见证。
At this significant moment, I would also like to invite Professor Chongmao Lo, Secretary for Health, Mr. Henry Fan, Chairman of HA, and Dr. Tony Ko, Chief Executive of HA, to join us on stage to witness this important presentation.
现在，请葛院士和霍教授将牌匾颁给李医生和蔡主席，象征玛丽医院胸痛中心正式成立。
The plaque presentation symbolizes the official establishment of Chest Pain Center in Queen Mary Hospital. Let's capture this important milestone with a photo.
接下来，请葛院士和霍教授把牌匾正式交给李医生和蔡主席，并请卢教授、范主席及高医生一同到前排位置，再次合影留念。
The plaque has been officially presented to Queen Mary Hospital. Now let's take another photo to commemorate this moment.
Thank
Thank you very much. Will the guests on stage kindly return to their seats? Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony is now coming to an end. The officiating party will leave the hall first, followed by the invited guests. Other delegates, please remain seated.
各位来宾，2025年医院管理局研讨大会开幕典礼现在圆满结束。主礼嘉宾会先离开礼堂，然后请其他嘉宾离场，其他与会者请暂时留在原位。 接下来是中场休息时间，大家可以到会堂外面用茶和参观展览。开幕全体会议会在10时30分开始，谢谢各位。
Please proceed to the grand foyer for the tea break. You may also visit the exhibition kiosk. After the break, the opening plenary session will start at 10:30. For attendance capture and professional accreditation, Hospital Authority colleagues can use MyHR app's scanner to scan the training QR code displayed at the convention venue and on the screens of the presentation venues. For other delegates, CME and CPD points will be awarded for every half day upon your scanning of the admission QR code. For assistance, please approach the professional accreditation counter at the convention foyer.